We are back. I don't know if the microphone's been on all this time, but I don't think it was. Or at least not for the most part, I don't know. But we shall have to see. Right. Yes, all of those red, thank you. I'm looking through other things. Right. It's time for Graveyard Keeper. Are we in the right screen? Yes, we are. Good. Goody goody gumdrops. Where is Graveyard Keeper? There it is. So, yes, play the Graveyard Keeper. Also, if you're interested, while I was sat here in the break, I realised why that second room did not register as a room. It's because it did not have a door. And so, yes, I can confirm through memory and logic there, the issue with the room in the first place was it was too big. If a room is too big, it does not register as a room. I can't remember the upper limits of size that a room can be still registered as a room. But I do recall now there is an upper limit to how big a room can be. And the second issue, when I split the room down the middle, middle-ish anyway, the second room was all walls. It did not have a door, and in order to register as a room, it has to have a door. Because otherwise, I suppose it's a tomb. But there you go. That's why it was failing. I just sort of suddenly came to that conclusion. I suppose it's one of those ones where sometimes you need to just idle your way off of the problem and then go, that's how that works. I know now how it functions. Right, we are graveyard keeping. And I believe we are just off of Sunday. Or did we just do Sunday? I never remember which way that bloody clock face goes round in terms of days, but with a bit of luck we are nearing Sunday again. But I feel like we did Sunday just sort of mere moments ago last week, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Activate the portal. The merchant needs a cure. Which kind of means I need to get my sort of... I need to find my satisfaction. No, I need... Ideally, yeah, I need to be able to get that memory potion, which unfortunately that means kind of slightly kitting out my... I suppose I don't actually have the technologies for a lot of this, because I still need to build up a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then hopefully I can build towards some other things. Oh, here we go. Okay, gathering moth. Okay, that's going to be quite useful, because that at least allows me to go towards something. Precisely how I gather a moth, I do not know. But beehives, good. That's a good one to get, perhaps. I mean, not necessarily, but yeah, good enough. Let's see what other options are in my immediate vicinity. I think it's mostly just bees. Mostly bees. Okay, so let's check down here in the sort of study area. Because I think, yes, I do have the through path now. It seems to be jerking a little bit more than usual. I don't know why that is, but just have a wander down here. I don't think I can do anything. I certainly can't go up that one, and this one's just town. Do I have anything worth selling in the town? No, not really. Do I want to buy anything in the town? No, not really. So no, that's just going off to town, so that's not hugely important. I was just checking for any more blockages that might cause me some problems in the future. But no, we should be fine for the problems that come our way. There is a body in the morgue. Let's deal with the body in the morgue now. Right, so he's not going to be worthwhile bothering with. So he's going to want to have Most, if not all of his bits shredded out of his body. We'll grab a little bit of extra skin, but I think at this point I don't need that many bones. Don't need too many more sort of hearts, brains, skulls and blood. I think we'll be alright there, so I think what we'll do is just take the body and burn it. True, it is mostly burning corpses. Now, shall we have a break from... Oh, shit, we've not got any active doings. Well, I'm sure that body can sit there. We've got some spare carrots, so we will get some more. Get some more bodies coming in. In some ways, it is quite useful to have the whole donkey thing being based on carrots, and you sort of having to feed it carrots to get bodies, because it allows you to sort of define a little bit more. And I fucked up because I have no inventory space. What do I have in my inventory? Durg. That's what I have in my inventory. Durg. That meat wants to go in the kitchen. I don't remember. Oh, I think I already had a skull on my person, which is fine. So at least now I've got enough to pick up the wood. Thank you. Gonna have to go on a massive tree spree. I'm gonna go on a tree spree. But yeah, in some ways it's quite handy, because if you had an absolute constant supply of bodies, I think it would start getting quite difficult to maintain them all. I suppose arguably you just keep throwing them in the river, but it feels a bit better to perhaps not keep throwing bodies in the river. It doesn't make that much difference in terms of a game. I'm just sort of considering the real life ramifications of just tossing bodies in the river constantly. I was storing the salt there because I can never... Okay, I mean, I say I can never. I don't remember from the last time I played this game what salt actually does. I don't... It might be used in the kitchen. You would assume it's used in the kitchen. That would be logical. However, that's not a guarantee. Never a guarantee, no. Oh, that's only a sticks one. No, I can't do that one. I can do this one. That should be alright. Hopefully. Yeah, nice. Didn't actually mean to get the second one. Right. This will allow me to get rid of that. Other than that, we want to just sort of bring my logs back. There is a way of getting automatic wood eventually. However, I think I'm quite far away from that premise at the moment. Just fiddling the logs into my house. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Unfortunately, yes, that body was a little bit earlier than I was anticipating. I've only just dealt with the first body. I suppose that was yesterday's leftover body. I might take a break from bodies after this batch. I feel like that might be worthwhile. Now, okay. If I take the blood and the fat, that's going to give me five white skulls. And I could take a gamble on one of the other bits. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's extract the blood and the fat. See what happens. Because I mean, one red skull's not going to be too bad. But we could take a gamble. Because it's going to be... I think it's going to be the brain, the heart, or the intestines that are going to causing that extra red skull. Ironically, probably not the skull itself causing the red skull. But yeah, so brain, heart, or intestines. What do we think this man sinned with? Do we think this man had the sin of intestines, the sin of brains, or the sin of the heart? Gonna have a go with the sin of the heart. He loved someone he shouldn't have. Darn it. One red skull isn't going to be too bad. Calm down, Steve Rogers. Calm down. Come on, mate. You know it's going to be terrible having one red skull. Bit of an arsehole he is. I say bit of an arsehole. I think Red Skull would be classified as maximum arsehole, wouldn't he? Hey, it is Sunday. Nice. I can go do my religious ceremony and get some faith. You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. You gotta have faith. It's the other thing I want to look up. I want to try and see if I can build a better prayer. Because that would be useful. Because then I can hopefully get more faith and possibly more money. The money side of things doesn't really bother me that much at the moment, but... I mean, technically it's removed all the red skulls, but I made a mistake, so I've lowered the quality of the body. So fuck it, we'll extract the flesh and burn the bastard. Burn the bastard down. Take the body and toss it outside. Because unfortunately I don't have the resources to actually build any more of those things. There we go, I was going to say there's a secret tree behind here. Oh, it wasn't a proper tree, it was a stick tree. And you don't need stick trees. I'm a stickler for the trees. Is that a big tree? Oh no, that's a medium-sized tree. There we go. 2 logs. 2 logs is what I wanted. Yeah, I think actually worse than Hitler might count as maximum arsehole. That is true. Right, we should be able to chew through those billets and get myself loads of billets for burning bodies. Which is kind of what I need. Obviously, I don't want to waste too much time here. Also, dang it all, I don't have enough space. Put the ashes in the kitchen. That's the ticket. And now we can gather my wood and get the body burning. Burn the bodies down. Burn them real good now. Just move him with me. I don't necessarily think he's going to get in the way, but he might do, so it's easier sometimes to just move them prematurely. And at that point, you don't have to worry about it as much. Oh, I've got 1 billet left, that's disappointing. But we've got enough to build this and then get this corpse on the fire. Toasty! That's what you want to see in your life. You want to see a toasty. Do you have a... Oh, okay, 30, so yeah. Not doing too badly. And I need to upgrade the church as well and do some more fishing, but for fishing we need some other things. So that's... yeah, casual prayer, faith times 2. I think that's the same one. Yeah, faith times 2. It's not a better version of the same prayer. I think I have to do that myself. Communion cookies. I don't remember ever really using communion cookies. Now, why can't I purchase these? Is there a good reason? Or not a reason? Because that's the sort of thing I would like. But I don't know why I can't buy that. Maybe I need to be more friendly with him. I don't know at all. Whatever happened to casual prayers? I don't know. Start praying. It's in my inventory, in fairness, that's what happened to it. But it's time to utilise the casual prayer with these 4 little fellas. If I can build a few more pews, that would be quite helpful as well. But I haven't got the technology to build pews. I don't understand them. I don't understand how to pew. And welcome, tune into Sanity FM, welcome. I almost forgot. But you are very welcome here. Good evening. Oh, there's a secret man at the back there. Yes, that's what we're after, faith. And I'll ask you, as I asked everybody else, and other people are allowed to update as required, but how are you, tune into Sanity FM, and what are you doing? How are you doings, and what are you doings? How am I? I'm not too bad. We did very little in Dragon Quest, and now we're doing very little in the old Graveyard Keeper. So all in all, we've done very little, but had a lovely time doing it. Right, put those plants in there because I don't need them on me. And now I think what we'll do... let's get rid of the blood in the intestines. I feel like that's not something you should say in front of the bishop. I apologise, Bishop. I just need to get rid of this blood and intestines. Don't mind me. Skulls we can stack. Skin we can stack. Good. Intestines, however, we cannot stack, so we need to pop those in here. In the scroll shelf that is now very much the intestine shelf. I'm all gravy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, so the Prayer of the Faith requires a chapter, doesn't it? And I want, like, sort of the big end, the high end chapter, because that will get me a better prayer. Also, wouldn't be a bad idea to have industriousness, playwright and writer, but that's not something I have at the moment. And chapters, we need notes. Yes, we need notes. Here we would need, yeah, stories to get notes. I don't have any gold standard stories, and I don't have any ink, which is of course slightly problematic. What is that item it wants? Oh, it wants some kind of... I don't know if that's meant to be wine or some other ingredient. But I don't have one. Right. Oh, I tell you what, let's clean up the morgue. You don't want to leave yourself with a dirty morgue, no sir. You want a clean morgue. But I must admit, I think I've got enough faith to start conversing with Snake, which is nice. That's not where any of those go, unfortunately. We're going to have to put the heart in the scroll shelf. And unfortunately, yes, of course, Snake is not here. We have to wait for another day. Snake does turn up on other days other than Snake's Day, but we'll have to try and remember precisely when he's going to turn up. He doesn't come around when we're doing faith things, but he does like to pop in every now and again. Other than that, let's deal with the corpse over here, because it should be burnt by now. It should be burnt by now. We shall have a look. That's right. Let's build the rest of this so it's completely ready for next time I have a body to burn. Let the bodies burn on the floor, I suppose. Whoops, I've been leaving the salt in this chest. Because you do end up getting a lot of salt, and as I say, I cannot for the life of me remember what you do with salt. It might just simply be used in cooking, or it might have an alternate purpose somewhere. You might be able to break it down into a different sort of powder, perhaps, I'm not sure. Anyway, what else we got? Oh, ashes for the kitchen. Ashes for the kitchen. Oh, yeah. Right, and we might be able to go off and try and deal with moths, but I cannot guarantee this. Also, we can build bees. Well, I don't have my honey on me, or my beeswax. What in the world did I do with my beeswax? I'm sure I minded it. There we go, beeswax. That'll do nicely. I don't know what else I need, but I'm fairly certain it's beeswax somewhere along the line. So we'll pop over here. Probably have to fight some bats, which I don't necessarily want to do because I can't remember how to fight. Oh, there we go. That's how you fight. Unfortunately, I used quite a lot of energy on that, but still. So let them charge. Slice them down. In terms of health, it's not too bad, but it's inevitably going to cost me energy is the key problem I've got. Right, here we go. What do I need to repair that? Really? Note paper? Okay, I mean, you know, I can probably get note paper. Just not exactly what I was expecting. It's fine. Let's deal with these bees. Come on, please. Don't run out of energies. Thank you. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll eat that honey immediately, which will hopefully allow me to deal with this other set of bees. I shall tickle their knees and hope for their honey. I was actually hoping more for their honeycomb, because if memory serves, the honeycomb is what is crucial when it comes to developing your own apiary bee holders. Waterfall? Waterfall where? Ah! Indeed. For hydration. And there is sort of... There's drinky here. You can't see the drinky. There we go. I've had a little hydrate. Where am I going? I want to go down here. Oh, yeah. Oh, Snake's back. Sweet. Let's deal with Snake. Try to convince him. I have nothing against you. Maybe I can even help you.
Fuck me!
Fuck you indeed. That was more aggressive than playful, wasn't it? Fuck you indeed. You appear useless. I have these instructions and apparently I need a key. My lockpicks won't work. Bring me the key and we'll talk. We'll talk. Don't know what that word is, but I made it up. Make one. We'll find it. I don't care. I think I do actually have the key. I'll study the key. Okay, oh, you need something behind this door too, so I'll try to help you. You can take these instructions. Cool. Instructions for the key. Do you? No, you don't like me yet. It's fine. You don't have to like me. I just wanted to be liked. Okay, using those instructions at the table. Okay, we should have enough room to get the key, and I believe we know where the key is. It's in my bedroom. The key is inside my bedroom. And it's inside my precious little chest. I fear, though, in order to... Whoops, I wanted to go downstairs. I got the wrong door. Forgot basement. Forgot about the basement. It's less than optimal. Right. Snake is a delightful name for a baby boy. In fairness, I just watched an episode of... whatchamacallit? Exactly. What do you call it? I don't know. What do you call it? I call it Never Mind the Buzzcocks. I was watching an episode of that, and there was a bloke on there where they suggested his name was genuinely Snake, which is a bit unusual. You wouldn't necessarily expect a man to be called Snake, in real life at least. Obviously in Metal Gear Solid you'd fully expect a man called Snake, but outside of that... so is this going to cost me faith? And I'm one faith away. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, I suppose what might be beneficial is if I leave the instructions and the key down here. That at least clears them out of my inventory. And what else did I need? I needed planks and metal parts, I believe. So we'll pop home, have a small kip. A small kip upon me bed. Ah, sleepy sleepies. No, I'd like the cheese, please. Spread all over. Yes, I'm white. I'm so refreshed. I should have actually finished it off. I pushed the button too early to make the joke. I wanted the full energy bar replenished. Right, I'm going to have to go scavenge some more. That's white powder, isn't it? Not salt. Yeah, it's a shame. Iron ingots, earn ingots, earn ingots, earn ingots, earn ingots, earn ingots, earn ingots. Wow, I have so much fuel in this thing. I feel like this is going to be a ridiculous amount of earning guts, earning guts, earning guts, earning guts. But we're going to do it anyway. In fairness, we have very limited earning guts, earning. Do you have to do that every time you say earning guts, earning? Apparently so. Yes, fair enough. I believe we wanted some complex. Oh, we need more earning guts, earning guts. Well, we'll just wait for them to sort themselves out, I suppose. If we deal with this body, we should be able to get another burial certificate, and we might hold off on bodies for a little while. We think it's a wise decision to just yield on the body. So we appear to have another sort of guesswork situation here, I believe. But we'll remove the blood and fat. Get rid of his blood and fat. Now, do we think he had sinful thoughts, a lusty heart, or a greedy intestine? Lusty heart. No, we did a lusty heart last time. Let's have mean thoughts. Ooh, I did it. Although it did go down to 4. I suppose, yeah, it does remove the red heart, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think it's probably worthwhile burying him. Let's bury him indeed. Maybe a musty fart instead. Maybe. I don't know, what would you classify as a musty fart, I suppose? One that smells musty, I suppose. It's a technical definition, I must say. Right. Let's pop him in the hole right about. I'll tell you what, let's fill these gaps up here, because I think that'll be quite nice. And you know what? We'll it will reduce the quality of my graveyard, I think, because if you have an open hole in your graveyard, yeah, it reduces the quality. Well, having said that, I suppose I don't actually need to dig the hole, do I? Just leave it set as an area and just don't dig the hole. Right, so we need to go get some fences, don't we? Yes. So the easiest way of doing that is probably pop to the lower decks of here in order to be able to deposit my ill-gotten blood and brains, and then head back home, deposit my fat beneath my work. My home, actually. I'm depositing the fat beneath my home, which is possibly unwise. And then what did I want to do? I can't remember. There was something specific. Oh, I wanted to grab a gravestone. Yes, that'll do nicely. And I think the maximum I've got is wooden fences at the moment, so we'll use a wooden fence, but they're not incredibly good. I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Come here, little red tokens. As you can see, the game is very biased towards red tokens, not so much towards green tokens, and blue tokens are a devil to try and get your hands on. I believe the only way you get your hands on blue tokens is either doing sort of churchy bits or doing studying bits, because I think the blues are mostly like science points, essentially. The way it sort of cracks down, I think, is you have sort of manual labour points, vegetation-y type points, sort of nature points, I think it would be considered, is the greens. And then finally you have your sort of sciencey points for the blues. Right, there we go, sold those nicely. Do you have anything? Oh, bad luck, boy, not today. I'm not interested in what you want to see. Oh, I do have paper, so I could possibly, I can make the paper. So I could probably finish that off, but I don't think it would necessarily benefit me that much to just have a 10 on his side. Better talk to my husband, he's in charge here. You have recipes, but I don't... Eventually I'll probably try and afford the recipes, but at the moment, to a certain extent, money is a premium. A premium I cannot afford to just toss away willy-nilly. Talking of tossing away willy-nilly, let's possibly trade with this man, because I do need some bits from him. Let's have a look. Grape seeds, royal fish. Silk, I think, is the most likely thing I need. Grape seeds again. He's got golden grape seeds. Let's take... We'll take 6, because I think it's always going to be quite useful to have silks. And then we might try and get to the refugee camp and see if we can't do something in the refugee camp. I can't remember what it is they wanted me to do. New refugee. That's going to be very useful. And a new tent. Yes, okay, let's build another tent, because I think that was at least part of what they were wanting me to do. So here you do have fairly limited options as to where to put the tent. You can't put it anywhere. You have to put it within the warning hazard lines, and it just fills that gap. So you might as well just do the first one. Oh, I see. I need to build up the happiness once again to get a new refugee. That's fine enough. Let's check in here. Yeah, there's a bit of water. Have a bit of honey. Why not? Go on, enjoy it. And you know what? You can have 6 carrots. I'm sure that will tide you over. I don't know what meal you can make with 6 carrots, a pot of honey, and 57 waters, but whatever meal you can make, you're going to have to make it. Oh, I need to actually build that. Oh, bugger, I don't have enough energy to build the thing. Well, bugger. I shouldn't have given away the honey, should I? Oh, of course I don't have enough energy to do that either. I could use an energy potion, but it's just not worth it. It's better to save them for the actual sort of full-on dungeon crawl. A very small stew. That as in Stewie Griffin, he's a very small stew. And sweet carrot water. Mm-hmm. Sounds like an American dish. Mm-hmm. Yeehaw! I really like that sweet carrot water. Metal. I've tested my metal and I've been found wanting metal. Right. This should be going towards the apiary area, I believe. Oh, but I still need a bit of wood, I believe. I'll possibly want to get some more simple iron parts, depending on how many I've got. 9 of each. That's probably enough. Now, was it wooden? I think it was wooden planks, which means I need to go get wood. Where's my wood? Where's wood when you need it? I don't know. I'm sure plenty of people have asked that question. Where is my wood when I need it? Why is it I have it when I don't need it, but I don't have it when I do need it? Oh my Lord, oh, why have you cursed me? Oh, with a piece of wood that is never there when I require it. So yeah, we'll get 6 planks, because I'm fairly certain it's planks. It's actually slightly surprising that the buzzsaw takes quite so much of your energy, considering the fact that the buzzsaw is doing most of the work. Because really, all you're doing is going, wood, push the wood. And the buzzsaw is pretty much doing most of it. I might be wrong. I've never actually used a buzzsaw like that. Have I got enough? Yes, I do. Do I have enough energy? Oh, you little shite bag. Oh, utter little shite bag. You need to pedal like hell. That's not an unreasonable point. I don't know if there is... Is there evidence of electricity in this world? Later. Yes. Yeah, later there is. But what do they actually... Yeah, they just consider it a circular saw. They don't specify whether it has actually got power running through it. I assumed electricity and stuff, but you might have a semi-decent point there. It might be sort of foot operated. I think several machines like that once upon a time were sort of, you had to push it down and get it to go some. But I think the way it sounds too much like it's just electric. Right, so we actually need 10 pieces of paper, didn't we? Well, I say that, actually, we don't need any pieces of paper. We just want to finish off the aviary. The aviary, I think, rather than... Because I think if you just say aviary, that's something else entirely. You need to respect the eye. Right, let's grab some more honey, because we should have enough energy to do the honey and the... Boosh. Unfortunately, it was just honey. We need a comb, really. Did someone call your name? I don't think so. Unless you are considering yourself honey. In which case, fair enough. But no. Do-do-do. A diddle-diddle-dum-day-day. Bang, bang, bang. Wee. Ooh, Avery. Ah. Oh, I actually need bees as well. Oh, so I don't need honeycomb at all. I just need bees. Oh, shit. Well, theoretically, I can now collect bees. Because I think that's what I unlocked just recently. Yeah, I can now gather bees. But yeah, I think bees are quite rare actually. So I'm going to have to do some runs. Oh no, not the bees! Not the bees! Such a ridiculous film. I mean, in fairness, the original's not much better. The original's crazy as fuck as well, but not quite. Because I think, really, the second one sort of forgot the whole... Because they named it The Wicker Man, of course. But I don't fully recall. And I suppose maybe he didn't actually die to the bees, did he? I think he was still alive after the bees. So maybe, did they burn him after the bees? I can't remember. But the whole point of the Wicker Man, of course, was to put them inside the Wicker Man and burn them. Nasty, unpleasant, but nonetheless the point. But yeah, the original's crazy film as well. So yeah, I don't need the honeycomb, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the honeycomb, but we'll pop that back in there. Let's go see if I've got some spare paper. We might be able to pop down there. You had a very funny experience with the original Wicker Man. Oh my. Do tell. You can't leave us hanging on a story without informing us of the rest of it. Yes, that'll do. That is part of the plan. So we want to go to the dead horse. I'm flogging a dead horse. Give him the paper. Good paper. Paper is. Extension of poet's soul. Let's assume there's nothing poetic about paper. Marvellous. Well, he likes me more. It didn't accomplish that much, but, you know, technically it's one step. I'm one step closer to the hedge, and I'm about to trim. I'm going to trim that fucking hedge, because I'm one step closer to the hedge, and I'm about to trim. And I'm about to strim. I'm going to strim that little hedge. Gonna make it look like a penis now. Because that's the only thing you would ever do, surely. Fleur. I think I can make my own fleur, can I? I'm fairly certain I can make my own fleur somewhere. Do you have enough paper left for that upgrade to north? I do, because I've done that upgrade to north. That was the aviary. And the aviary is built. I just now need to find myself some bees. I need to discover the bees. Bees indeed. Hey sir, is it worth trading with you? Not hugely. Well, I must admit, I don't think I've got any beets. I don't think I bought beets by Dry. So, do you know what? Let's, yeah, we can buy 8 beets by Dry. I'll tell you what, 8 more of those. 8 more carrot seeds. Well, since I'm here, I might as well. Oh, I can't actually take all of those, so we've got a fair stock of carrots for now, so we'll just take the others. And now, back to sweet home. Oh, here we go. The story. And I just want to plant my seeds, as it were. Let's put the seeds and stuff in this chest. It's usually easier to keep them in the chest. Yes, that should be fine. And now let's take the carrots. Take the carrots. Pop the peat in the soil. And now, once again, we want to. Oh, we can only afford one set of those. That is already fertilised, isn't it? Yes, it is. So really, we want to. I don't know if it's meant to be beet seeds here. I've lost track of my my planting solutions, but oh, I see. That's wrong. That's fine. Right, there's the peat seeds. Oh, that was meant to be beet seeds. Oh, never mind. It's now cabbage. This row is now the cabbage row. And this one is meant to be wheat seeds. So wheat seeds it is. And now, can we... Oh, I was going to say, can we not harvest the hemp? But we should be able to. Now, get the peat. Peat back in. Oh, I don't... Oh, that's because I can't pick up any more hemp seeds. I've run out of inventory space. Hopefully we can clear at least a little bit out by somehow depositing stuff here. 3 carrot seeds, yes. Hemp I want to take with me. And now finally we can collect those seeds and pop them in there, which will clear out some more inventory. And now we can deposit a few more bits. Deposit peat in the shelf. There we go. Right, now I've dealt with my crops, let's deal with the story. I was in one night with my dad, and we were channel surfing, when we came across the movie playing on something like Channel 4. We decided to give it a go, as I believe that version has Christopher Lee in it. We go up until the scene with the orgy, and at which point we look at each other and my dad says, "I'm going to change the channel." I felt that was a wise decision. Yes. Yes. The original film did have a lot of sexual bits and pieces in it. It was quite the rampant film of naked people. If memory serves. I don't fully remember, but I'll take your word for it that there was an orgy scene. It doesn't surprise me because there was weird stuff in the original. Well, I say weird stuff. It's an orgy. It's not that weird, but weird enough to not want to be sat in front of an orgy with your father, I suppose. I can't deny I don't necessarily want that in my life either. Right, hemp rope. This will get me a few extra blues. And that's kind of how you have to play it. You really do have to sort of play it as a kind of just desperately eking out as many blues as you can possibly get your hands on. Where have I... Oh, I've been storing the hemp rope upstairs. I wonder if it would be worthwhile. Because I feel like... I can't quite remember what you can use hemp rope for. I mean, certainly binding your armour was one use of hemp rope, but the other use, I'm not sure. That's pretty fucking weird, Jay. Which bit was pretty fucking weird? The story, because technically the story is not mine. But it may have been something else I said that warranted the phrasing. That's pretty freaking weird. Pretty fucking weird, man. It did. Oh, an orgy is pretty fucking weird. I don't know. It's not that weird. I mean, I don't necessarily... Don't get me wrong. I don't necessarily know if I'd be up for an orgy. I don't know if I'd say no to an orgy. But I don't necessarily know I'd say yes to an orgy. Let's put the honey in the cupboard. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not that bad. There are worse things you can do, and weirder things. Compromise, go to an orgy with your father. No, I don't think so. People like you and me would never be invited to one. Ah, you've ruined my dreams. How many people constitutes an orgy these days? I like the words at the end. These days, you young people. How many of you young people are required to have an orgy? No, it can't just be anything more than 2. It has to be anything more than 3. Because otherwise, why would you ever use the word threesome? I mean, maybe you were thinking you should never use the word threesome. I despise the word threesome, but surely it's got to be sort of. I mean, it's wanking, sex, threesome, orgy. That's the 4 elements. And how do you know? How do you know I wouldn't be invited to an orgy? Maybe I'm an orgy king. Maybe I had an orgy yesterday and the day before. Maybe I was just full of orgy. Maybe there's an orgy going on right now. I've just got really good sound insulation. Do. You need to get the definition down before you begin. Yes. If you don't know the correct lingo, you're going to struggle. Do. Just collecting wood. Like I did at my orgy. Where did I get a mushroom from? He said at the orgy. Everything I say now is going to be some form of variation of what he said at the orgy. Do. I must have accidentally picked up a mushroom while I was chopping down those trees. I accidentally got wood when I chopped them. I accidentally got a mushroom when I was trying to get wood. That's what I was trying to say. I fucked it up though, didn't I? Fucked it up. As the mortician said at the orgy. Ironically enough. Oh, irony. Was it there is a song there somewhere. That's ironic. Something along those lines, I think. Right, what we'll do is get my energy back. It's actually gotten 10 past 12, but we'll do it sort of one more day's worth, because I do want to try and track down some moths. I do wonder if moths come out at night. They do, don't they, really? So, isn't it? Wasn't it ebony and irony? I feel like I'm not going to find any moths wandering around in the daytime, but I can't quite. I wonder if you get them from flowers. What's the other insect? Butterflies. Yeah, I think you get them from gathering flowers. I'm suddenly reminded of an Armstrong and Miller sketch where the scene starts on an orgy. Yes, that is exactly the scene. They are furiously pumping away at one another, and then he looks up and goes, "Oh shit. Shit, 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 shit." And then he gets the question, "What?" And he answers, "I forgot to put the bins out." And then he runs down the street in a pink robe. I can't remember why now. But there was... Well, that's not in reference to the sketch. But, because that was the whole sketch, that was the whole point. But I can't remember why. But I think there was talk somewhere along the line. It was a good few weeks ago. Where, for some reason, CSMP was discussing something to do with wearing a robe. And possibly it was to do with wearing Sloffington's dressing gown or something. And so I had that in my mind, that sort of pink cut, the exact one he wears in that scene. I had that emblazoned upon my brain. Not necessarily what you desire in life, but nonetheless something that happened. Fry and Laurie were very entertaining. I do have their series on DVD. Haven't watched it in a while. Ah, there's a butterfly, yeah. So you do sort of get butterflies by fiddling with flowers. Oh, if we just give it a moment or two, it should drop down into nighttime. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, there might be moths in the flowers at nighttime. I don't know if that's true, but to be honest, it's one of those ones where it's as good a theory as any. That's a bit of river sand. I could destroy the butterfly. I'll use that mushroom. I might use the honey as well, just to clear out the inventory space. Well, the red flower can be used for other bits and pieces as well. I don't know if I really need river sand at the moment, to be honest. Just waiting for night to fall. It does look quite nighty, but I feel like I want to sort of let it get a little bit more nighty. Yes, I think you mentioned your opportunity to see them live, because I think I was... I've basically, because I was watching them recently, I of course have Armstrong and Miller in my brain. Where, in fairness, I always have Armstrong in my brain every now and again. Well, not in my brain, but in my ears, certainly. Because he does the 9 o'clock slot on Classic FM. Which is usually roughly... Well, I try to wake up before 9 o'clock, but it doesn't always work out that way. So I sometimes get just the beginning of Mr. Armstrong doing sort of the Classic FM. Hey, 1 moth, 2 moth. We've worked out the secret of moths. Yeah, I've got a little bit of space left. Can't remember precisely how many moths he wanted. I suppose arguably... Oh, the moth stack. Good. That is very useful. How many moths does that man want? How many moths do you want? 6 moths. So that's the lighthouse keeper, who's potentially just there in the daytime, which is quite useful. Damn it. We've run out of immediate flowers, and we still need 2 more moths. Please, game. I don't know if the white flowers will count. Yes, they do. Good to know. All of the flowers. I'm gonna have so many flowers. Too many flowers if you ask me. I would potentially have to get rid of something, but we'll take a chance on maybe getting a bee. I did not get a bee, okay. So fuck the honey. If I can't have my bee, I'm not interested in your honey. Also, I can't actually collect any of these yellow flowers, which is a bit of a nuisance. Not that I specifically want yellow flowers, but, you know. You can actually sort of stack them if you kind of push them together. Although, having said that, that didn't seem to work. Never mind that statement. Just ignore that completely. Come on. I think I need 1 more. Yeah, I need 1 more moth, please. Hey, 1 more moth. Now we'll just check this beehive. Oh, beehive. I don't know if anybody else checked out that Austin Powers in Mass Effect, but that was absolutely hilarious, I thought. So well done. Unbelievably well done, to be honest. Right. technically said we'd do one more, but we'd only do one more. But now I've got the moths, I do feel obliged to go and deliver the moths. Plus, is it going to clock down to... No, it's not going to clock down to Sunday. So next week we'll probably start with a little bit of prayer again. All day, all night, it's constant prayer. Let's pop the flower. I was going to say, I think the white flowers are useless to me. The bat wings... I find weird that I put the bat wings in there, but that was probably just laziness, perhaps. Butterflies. I can't remember the use of butterflies. You get ingots. I do. Earn ingots, earn ingots, earn ingots, earn ingots. Hello, my name is Ernie Ingots, and I have just earned ingots. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go under the house and far away. Earn ingots. Yes, that's what I do when I start killing people. In fairness, actually, I can remove people's intestines, so I do earn guts quite frequently. No, that's not where I wanted to be. Ah, yes, but I do want to put the bat wings in there. And then what did I want to do? Flowers in the graveyard. Flowers in the graveyard. Flowers in the graveyard. Flowers in the gates of hell. Do 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 do. Flowers in the graveyard. And now, theoretically, we can teleport the stone to the lighthouse where the little man is. I have your 6 moths, and now I have a simple fishing rod. Oh, looks like now you're officially one of us. I'll be glad to buy any fish you catch, and as you prove yourself, I'll even sell you a nicer rod. I think, is that the same rod I've got? The simple fishing rod? Yeah, I think it is. So I think I have to get him up to tier 2. Tier 2. No, yeah, I would have to trade with him. Which, interesting enough, I could just buy my quality fish fillets. But I don't necessarily want to just purchase my quality fish fillets. So what did you want? You wanted a diary and then talking about vampires. Is it going to be worthwhile just purchasing the ink? Can't quite remember how you build ink, but it might just be easier. Grab the ink and then... That's going to be an expensive thing, but could be well worth it. Well worth just doing that. I can earn more money at some point. Seems an odd way to be paid. True, it would be an unusual payment system. Right, let's use that book immediately because it just gets me my blue points, which means I should have some more technologies available to me. What does that do? Steel ingots, glass blower, wood cutter. That might be quite beneficial. Yeah, because now I could do big trees. Now you're fishing, you can make ink by interfering with a squid. Technically true. Technically true. I don't think I want to, but technically true. Advanced alchemy. That's going to be quite good. Gentle butcher. That's going to be quite good, but it's expensive. Church bench, that's going to be useful. Oh, God, they're all going to be useful, aren't they? This is the problem. This is why there is such a fucking premium on bloody blue bits. I'll tell you what, gravestones will allow me to build up the grave a little bit better. Flyers we do need for the mission, so it might be worthwhile grabbing those. Books we don't really need at the moment. Gardening and grapes, I don't think I particularly need. Advanced smelting I'll probably do without for now. I've lost the ability to do woodcutter, which is a bit of a shame. Embalming fluids, not terrible. Although obviously they're better off if you can get the high-end ones. Where's the silver one? Silver injection, that's the one you want. Or gold injection, of course, but they're expensive. Well, silver is expensive as well, but that's not the point. No, you've gone funny again, game. You've gone funny. Don't do that. I'll tell you what, I might just save them for now. Right this very second, what we'll try and do is pop back to... probably just Sweet Home. Yeah. Ceramic urns. Oh good, we can actually build some urns, can't we? That would be quite useful. Sandwiches, we don't really need sandwiches at the moment. Sauerkraut, if memory serves. Oh, sauerkraut is where you use the salt. Okay. It is just used in cooking, that's fine. Should be able to deal with that at some point. But yeah, shall we? Can't remember how many urns we need. Is there anything else of any real pertinence? No, I tell you what, I think I need to actually use some energy. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a guess. I think it's 12. So I'm just going to burn through some energy building some urns. And that also gets me some blue points, so it's well worth doing no matter what. You can make it... Oh, well, you can make a game of it, a Squid Game, yes. I haven't watched that. It's apparently like the next big thing of incredibleness. But, a little... tiny Leviathan. And I will... There you go. Again, the only real way to know is the fact that I shut up for a moment, which is always the way to understand it, that I'm having a drink. Dungeons 3 has affected you. Yes, it did seem to have some heavy reference material you were highlighting last time. I didn't really hear it too much over the game, but you highlighted the references. Right, that was... Oh, I literally had enough for 12. Anyway, it saved, so that's fine. We can carry on next week and see what happens next time on Graveyard Keeper. It did look quite good though, the old dungeons. I think I do own it. Do I own it on Steam or do I own it on one of the others? I think I own it on one of the others. Dungeon. I apparently have a lot of games called Dungeon. Well, I say that, it's not that many games called Dungeon, but there's Grotesque Tactics 2, Dungeons and Donuts, Dungeon Defenders, the first game, Legend of Dungeon, Die Hard Dungeon, The Darkest Dungeon, that's specifically the soundtrack, but I do have The Darkest Dungeon as well, Dungeon of the Endless, Deep Dungeons of Doom. Sounds almost as bad as Holy Buffins. Oh, Deep Dungeons of Doom. We're in trouble now. Then 8-Bit Dungeon 2. I don't seem to have 8-Bit Dungeon. I only have 8-Bit Dungeon 2. Then Darkest Dungeon, the official game. Then Card Dungeon. And then Dungeon Defenders 2. There you go. Spectacular stuff. The game is fine. The dialogue and references are painful. Yes, you did critique her voice acting harshly, perhaps. I didn't really hear her that closely, but it didn't seem incredible. But I would possibly put forth that you criticised her a little too harshly. Let's see. Let's have a look in some of these areas to see if there's anybody new. Are there any new people? No. So it might be an old people. An old people's home is where we're gonna get things here. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's the beatboxing. Oh man, her acting was so bad. Well, maybe they just got her on the cheap. They got her on the cheap and just went for the idea of, I'll do. We'll try and make sure the game itself is better if we cheap out on the actual things. We go cheap on the voice acting. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see if there's any other Graveyard Keepers to start with, at least. Apparently Graveyard Keeper seems popular with VTubers. Don't know specifically why that is. I'll tell you what, I'll pop it over to the interim slideshow just to make for a slightly more interesting image. Not that I need to attract anybody at this point since I'm putting it away, but that's not 100% the point. That might suffice. I don't know precisely. I'm assuming Canadian. Can't immediately think of anything else that a can would go for. because they're just in square brackets. It says can. He's got a can-do attitude. Voice acting and writing. Oh dear, that's unfortunate. If it was just one of the two, it might be tolerable, but there you go. So, yeah. Yeah, fuck it. This one will do. I realise that's not bad. It wasn't. It was not so bad. Yeah, we'll go to... I was trying... You could literally see and hear the smoke and cogs whirring away there as I was trying to think of something clever regarding you playing the clip. That wasn't so bad, but it just sort of ground to a halt, really. Ended up in a peculiar sort of... No.
Hello there.
I'm confused, General Blue Boosh. It's a hello and a good night. I suppose perhaps I will have to do... In fairness, I did have an idea for a good night type one. Oh, here we go. Oh, are we doing hellos again? Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. It's confusing.
Fuck me! Hello there.
Ah, it was closer. They sort of bumped on top of one another. I hope you're making notes. What I want is a furious notebook with like split-second timings. So you just got your pen and your notebook going. 5 seconds. Shit. 2 seconds.
Never tell me the odds.
6.7 seconds. It's the one! So I hope you are sort of piecing together a little odd little notebook that's got scratchings and scribbles all over the place. That would be hilarious fun. Anyway, God, I really hate the fact that they've just gone for icons now on Twitch's dashboard. I really preferred it when there were actual words. Do you need an epic hydrate? I mean, I could finish the drink, I suppose, technically. But it's not exactly worth using the points for. It's mildly amusing. It's basically just Final Fantasy XV's Leviathan Summer. Summer? It's the Leviathan Summer. Yes. But it's just the Leviathan summon. I can't say the word. Is it worth using the term epic for? Probably not. Probably not. It's just it makes for a large volume of points. It justifies it costing 5,000 that it's called epic. Plus it does last a long time. Oh no, he's making it rain. I thought he'd done it for a moment. I thought he'd done it. I thought he'd gone, nah, fuck it, I'm going to epic it. But yeah, it lasts about 6 years and is full screen. That's the only reason it's considered epic. But yeah, I mean, it's a very good scene. And I added a sort of hydration meter, and that's about it. Oh, I think I added the word thank you wibbling in the background. Anyway. I suppose let's do some doings. If you want to see...
Fuck me!
If you want to fuck, can't sleep, must paint... what you'll have to do is ask him nicely and pop over to his channel. But if you want some entertainment for tomorrow night, at 9 o'clock, you have Mr. Nickerin, who I can only assume is still playing the Outer Worlds. I would be
so happy if you just fell off right now.
Oh, I think that's Niall. Difficult to say because I tend to have the preview quite small. Whether it makes any difference whatsoever, I don't know. But
easy.
I tend to have it quite small.
Easiest boss in my life. I'll take the win.
I'm not 100% certain, but I think I might have actually clipped that one. Couldn't say with absolute certainty. It might just be Chester. Chester might be the usual guilty party of those clips, but I just vaguely remember that. I did clip that. There you go. I do remember that moment. It was highly entertaining to me. Possibly not highly entertaining to anybody else, but highly entertaining to me. And if you're not interested in video games, which is weird because you're sort of here, but if you're not... Well, also, technically he does play video games, but if you bias more towards painting miniatures than gaming, however there is gaming involved, there is, of course, at, I believe, 10 o'clock, assuming he's still doing that time frame, there's a Mr. Plebouche. Blubushka, 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 yeah,
Oh, wait,
yeah.
got you. Are you going to behave?
No, nobody's ever going to behave on your channel.
Hello, Skink. How are you? You're a bee.
He might behave. He's a good little boy.
Ooh,
Apart from when he's drunk
What
and
is ooh?
firing fireballs.
Is it that thing? Ooh.
Oh, it's the
Too
ooh.
short to clip.
And it wasn't too short to clip. And since we did mention him, I will throw out a Can't Sleep Must Paint one, but you have to wait until Sunday, unless he is doing his bonus one, which is difficult to know for certain. He can possibly fill you in if you're lucky. But yes, there is also, for painting, there is also Can't Sleep Must
You're
Paint,
very
but he
welcome.
is Sunday at 9 o'clock.
I thought you'd like a custom Earl to come back to. We might leave him there for a while. Oh, I've just realised he's over the chat, isn't he? Oh no! Hold on, we'll stick him over here for a minute. We'll stick him on the paint palette,
Oh, was this the dawning
For a
of it, or
minute.
was this later?
and then just. Oh no, I can't drag. Hold on, what's here? Is there anything here? No Arth here, so put the sword in the stone.
Oh, that appears to have broken, because it's still on the screen, but I don't hear anything anymore. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's broken. Ugh. I don't know what to do when it breaks. I suppose I'll tell you what we'll try. I'll just try throwing you out. Technically, you've just watched me, so there's not a lot of point, but I'll throw you out one of mine, see if it overwrites it and does wins. No, I don't think it does. I think the whole system is broken now. Oh, good. So what? Let's try. No, full on busted. Okay, cool. Try flitting between. No, it's even on there. Just that shout out clip is now stuck at that. But with a bit of luck, that will resolve itself by next. Oh wait. Oh there. Oh no. So it was just something interfering. Because yeah, that oh no was ages ago. Oh, so it might do the shout out eventually as well. It did feel like it was going to be my channel now, but no, it seems to have rejiggered itself somehow. Not entirely sure what that was all about, but anyway, at this point, I am definitely going to be saying a cheerio, and we're going to raid into an individual called, I believe, Supernell. I believe he just call him Nels. An elder millennial that's into a variety of games, hoping to build a fun, safe community for all walks of life. Only thing I ask for is no spoilers and no hate. Let's geek out together. So we shall see. He's playing Graveyard Keeper. I've no idea what it's going to be like, but we'll soon find out. Anyway, cheerio, and see you soon. And as I say, do feel free to check out Mr. Blue Boosh or Nickrin tomorrow night. 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Should have done the names the other way around, then the times would have synced up. But nonetheless. And then Saturday RPG is still slightly up in the air. I don't know. I kind of want to, but I also don't. So it's always difficult. And then Sunday for Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint. And then it's the beginning of the week. And you can have 2 days off, I believe. You get 2 days off, Monday, Tuesday. But that's all, because then I'm back Wednesday and Thursday. And so is Wednesday is also Mr. Malice Caliber and Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint. So you have a full week, apart from the 2 days you've got off. So that's not a full week. Shut up. Go away. There we go. That's my Charlie Brooker impression. That's the end of the show. Go away. But I can't end on the phrase go away. I have to end on the phrase cheerio. So we have to carry on until I get to the phrase cheerio. So at this point, I will say cheerio and put the thing away. So cheerio.
Fuck me! Fuck me! melon. Fuck me!
With that much fucking of each other, yeah, with that much fucking of each other, you've formed your very own orgy, haven't you? And yes, the amount of times you've said fuck me, you are all super easy. Cheerio.
Fuck me!
Oh, more melon.
Fuck me!